Alright, so the last game of the evening comes from my friends at Devolver Digital. Oh, sorry, no, I apologise. I'm having one of those nights. Hype Train. These guys created some of my favorite games, mainly the Infected Train series. I'm trying to find the name of the game. I've had a mental blank. I have done a couple of games for them before, and I'm having a mental blank on the last game I played, which was Breath Edge. That was it. Trying to figure out what the game was. Breath Edge. It's a really good game. Also it was Infected Train. I said Infected Train. It's a Void Train. So they did Void Train, they did, and also this was the one that they sent me, the first game I ever reviewed for Hype Train. 12 is better than 6. One of the best isometric Wild West games on Steam. Really, really good. I loved it. So these guys, I haven't reviewed a game for them for a while, but they were the guys that put me on to the Intravenous series, and I still think out of all of Hype Train Digital's games, Intravenous is by far the best. It's a isometric stealth action game, and I still think it's the gold standard for stealth games on Steam. So they had my email for a while, and I haven't spoken to them for a long time, and they reached out of the blue. They sent me a copy of this game, Nighthold number 1, and I saw some other YouTubers playing it, and they really liked it. It kind of gave me mobile phone vibes when I first checked it out, but I've kind of I got a bit of a it's grown on me, I guess, is probably the best way to say it. It has grown on me. It is a really, really fun little game. It has kind of a survival tower defense vibe to it. And it's also got your classic survival, zombie survival style gameplay. And I really liked it. It's in a really nice little package. It does have that mobile game type vibe, but trust me, it is worth it. Now, unfortunately, I did have a save that was a fair way in, but it was in a very early build, so my save isn't working now since the game went past 1.0. So I'm going to do a new game. Okay, let's go with the captain. Okay, and that's quite loud. Let me just check the sound. That's near 0. Okay, so our goal is to survive on this world, take what we can from our ship, because much like many zombie survival games, every night we get attacked by a group of shadow beings that are driven away by light. So we need to keep campfires burning. Congrats on a successful landing. Emergency rescue system activated. Check yourself for holes and burns. Okay, who am I? You're number 1, captain the ship all on 7. An employee of Cosmos Colonization Corp. Okay, primary contact, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we just need to find out what happened to the ship. Okay, anyone else survive? Okay, so basically, we have another pod we need to investigate, but I know my best bet is survival. Let me equip that. Now, this game definitely has a very mobile feel. And that's kind of what put me off. I know that some people like mobile games, but to be honest, I'm not a huge, I'm not huge into mobile games. A lot of them are pretty bad. But this game, it was just different enough to get me to overlook my aversion to mobile games. So our goal right now is to gather as much wood as we can and take all these. Okay, we can't. Now, nightfall is coming, so we need to start moving our way to the nearby settlement, or what is left of it. I need to craft a backpack. There we go. And I need to craft a basic weapon. There we go. I could use a ranged weapon. Okay, and then I can start cutting down trees. We really need to get materials. And this is the mistake I made the first time I played this. I went straight to the settlement. I had nothing to build with. And then got overwhelmed. So right now we need to hit every tree we can. Grab whatever we can carry. We'll take it. Now, the game has a very interesting way in which you learn new crafting recipes. If you find items in the world that you want to build, you can pull that item apart and then you learn the recipe. Now, of course, that means there's a bit of a risk because if you really need that item, you have to sacrifice it. And also if the ingredients needed to make that item aren't in your inventory right now, you're gonna have to wait. But I like the process of pulling items apart to see how they work. It makes a bit more sense than finding blueprints. Like a lot of the time in survival games, you'll be running around, and there'll just be like a blueprint just sitting there, and you're like, well, when is someone going to have a blueprint to weapons and stuff in it, like just lying on the ground? It didn't seem very practical. So this makes a bit more sense. You find something, you pull it apart, you figure out how it works, and then you can build it yourself. Okay, I think that's enough for now. I'm just being very careful to make sure I've got everything I need. Because it is a hell of a fight our first night. If we don't have the right materials. So we're not building from scratch, but we are going to have to do heavy repairs. Now up ahead is a I wouldn't call it a settlement, it's more of a house. And unfortunately our ship has gone straight on through. Humans have been found on the planet. Your social isolation is over. Now this guy is not going to be too thrilled about, driving a ship through his base, but we can talk to this guy. Are you injured? The mist will come and behind it the rot. Sunset is coming. We need to seal everything. Doors, windows, holes before sunset. Mist? No. Get out of here. Bro. Okay. It comes every night. When the sun disappears, it'll be everywhere. Repair the walls, seal the doors and windows, do it in time before it gets dark, okay? Okay, so now we need to do a bit of repair. Oh, no, don't you go to sleep. We don't have time. Okay, time to build. Okay, so we've got a hammer now. We need to make a repair table or a crafting bench. Go away. Okay, and then if we deconstruct this... No? Okay. Okay, we can repair that. Bro. Let's close this door. I need to figure out how to build. Ah, there we go. Okay, so let's go build a floor. Okay. And we're going to need to build a small floor here. Let's get that floor going first. Okay, and then repair. Nice, okay. Yeah, this is going to be handy for us at night time. Let's get this repaired. All the high-tech stuff. Let's... Ooh, I definitely want those. Okay, let's just chuck this stuff here for now, though. Beautiful. Okay. Now, we're going to need a ton of wood to repair this, so that means let's go and get ourselves some wood. And also some food, because food is how we fix our health. Mainly right now I'm focusing on wood. So I'm going to cut down every tree I find. There is a set amount of time before nightfall, so I am working against the clock. And trust me, with our base in its current state, they will walk right over the top of us, so we need a ton of materials. Right now, I'd just be happy with a set of solid walls I can fight from behind. We've got the basics of a base up and running. There are some swords we can find. Oops. Using stone-based items it's going to break really quick though. So we use grass for binding, and these trees supply the wood for the walls. Yeah, when I first saw this game, I had kind of a bit meh about it. But it did grow on me after a while. And the night attacks are actually pretty terrifying. you're not just dealing with your standard zombies. They're these shadow creatures, and there's also a number of wildlife on the planet that will they will ruin your day if you don't have the right gear. You do not want to wander too far from the starting location. I was just like, I'll just go explore. I'll go see where everything is, and then this gigantic worm thing came out of the ground and just basically turned me into paste. Okay, we've been here before. I just got to be careful about weight. Now, anyone who's seen Stephen King's The Mist, it's kind of that sort of situation. There's this black misty stuff that comes through walls and windows. If it touches you, you'll start losing health. And the only real way to drive it away is to use a fire. Which is, of course, why I'm collecting all this wood. You can carry a torch, but it's only very limited protection. And torches, of course, burn out very quick, so wouldn't be counting on them too much. So what I'm going to do is cut up the rest of these trees here, and then we're going to move over to the base. Start building. I can't wander too far away this late in the day. But on the other hand, I need a ton of wood. Okay, I think that should be enough for now. Yeah, whatever. I'll take it. Ooh, I'll definitely take those. Okay, now, I just don't want to get lost. Oh, I'm too full up on stuff. Let's eat some of these. There we go. Okay, with this much raw material, I think we'll be good. I can at the very least get that wall fixed. Okay. Okay, we want a wooden wall. About, there. And then I want a window. No. I cannot have a window, apparently. Well, that sucks. Fine. Oh. Right on time, son. Well, it ain't fancy. But it's gonna have to do. Okay. Alright, let's get some lights up in here. And we're going to have to provide some fuel. Oh, come on. Really? I can't just light it? That's weird. Okay. Well, I don't have time to figure it out now, so we're going to have to build the fire the old-fashioned way. Alright, it's boogaloo time. Yeah, these guys aren't too tough by themselves. The problem is they don't fight fair. And also, I need to stay near the fire. Because, yeah, they will give me a very, very big problem if I stay in the dark. I don't know if you can see, but the mist is starting to close in. Okay, I managed to get a organic sample from these guys. What's going on? There was like, the last time I played this game, when I did this section, no joke, there was like 30 or 40 of these guys running at me. This is a cakewalk by comparison. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take that bow too. Okay. I'm curious about this. We probably should build a fire inside here too. It's probably not a good idea to be... Oh, okay. Guess I can't. Guess I have to build one of these. Not that it's much help, because I don't seem to be able to refuel these things. Now, apparently I'm overweight too. We can fix that by building a roof. No? What? That's on fire? Oh, God, you've got to be kidding me. How do I stop it? I can't even turn it off? Bro, oh, come on. You could have told me. I can't even turn it off. Oh, now it's not burning it. What the hell? Oh, these things are the fuel type is the amber stuff. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Okay, maybe let's do a bit of repairs. It was burning the top of the house for a few seconds and they just stopped burning it. Make it make sense. I mean, I wouldn't normally have a fire inside that height, but it was literally the only thing that would let me do it. Yeah, the campfire will let me add sticks. Okay, whatever. Well, that's weird. Just disappeared. I tried cooking him. There's a few little bugs in the game at the moment. Like, it's a little bit all over the place, but... I'll put the wood in here for now. Okay, I'm not going to eat the rotten food. And those stones can go in there. Now, the game did have this system where you could Yeah, we're already done that. You could put something in here and you could deconstruct it and it would learn how to make it. So if I deconstruct this, yeah, see? There we go. And I do the same to this. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's grab all my stuff out and we'll make a bow. I need a rope. Okay, what else can I deconstruct? Maybe these boots. And this. I'd rather have the recipes now anyway. Okay, it seems I can't do anything else, so this stuff can stay in here for now. Well, I need more storage, but I think for now, let's just go and get supplies. Oh, carrots, okay. How do I plant? Do I need sets? Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, that's just the folding staircase that we already figured out. Carrot seeds, okay. I mean, that's nice, but I don't know how I'm going to make more carrot seeds. I wonder, can I deconstruct carrot seeds? I know it sounds silly, but... Okay. I'm guessing it's like a build thing. We have to... Okay, plant. Plant that. Bro, I'm busy. Now I'm curious, can I cook those bug parts? Because they disappeared. Yeah, look, it disappears. There's a bug. A bug about the bug. So when I try and cook the bugs, they just disappear. It's a bit of a pain. Yeah, this game is very rough around the edges, and I've seen a lot of people playing it, but I've also seen a lot of people saying, you know, it's buggy. Which makes sense. It's very early access, so... Alright, let's dump this stuff in there. We need to go and... I mean, I would do a bit of exploration, but I think right now, let's just get more wood and supplies, because that house, it's not in the best of shape. And also, at night time, I'd like to have some additional campfires. I was thinking of maybe just dotting some campfires around the place, building some walls too. We can build walls. If I could at least build some walls around the main area, maybe funnel the enemies in a little bit. I mean, these aren't any good. Can we eat them? Oh, I can just eat them straight up. Okay, I don't even need to cook them. Just eat a raw bug. You will eat the bugs. Bro. Can I make another one? I need stones. Okay, that's easy. Okay, let's grab some stones, make ourselves another axe. It took me so long to figure out the whole deconstruction thing. I made a stone axe, and then I didn't know you had to deconstruct the stone axe, so I just picked it up and used it, and then broke it, and then I couldn't find another stone axe, and then it kind of got me in a catch-22, where I was like, well, now I need stone axes, but I can't make stone axes because I used the only stone axe I had instead of deconstructing it, because the game doesn't mention deconstruction. I found it by accident. Which is really fun when you're trying to figure something out and then you completely by accident find it, but it's too late by then. So that's when I restarted the game, because I was like, well, I guess I have to restart now. And from then on, every new item I found, I put on that table just to see if I could pull it apart. Because I'm like, I'm not falling for that again. I'm going to make sure I can... If there's even a remote possibility of... being able to pull something apart for the recipe, I'm just going to do that, even if I have to miss out on using it. Same with the bow. Like, I picked that bow up, and I used the bow, and it was great. But then it broke, and then I was like, well, that's great. How do I make another one? So I was looking everywhere for the recipe, not knowing that the recipe you obtain from, well, pulling things apart. Okay, let's grab what we can. How much weight have I got? Oh, yeah, I got tons. We need wood. That's my settlement down there. There are other settlements you can find. The only problem is going into those settlements is pretty dangerous, so... But I did find some forged iron swords and axes and stuff, but because they required me to have a forge, which I couldn't build, I wasn't really getting anything useful out of them, so... Right now I'm just focusing on survival. I'm just going to grab all the wood and rope I can carry. And once I've turned that base into a bit of a fortress and I've got some walls up, then I'll worry about expanding. Because yeah, you haven't seen some of most of the enemies here during the day are pretty chill. But there's some gigantic enemies the size of trucks that can just destroy you. And they will hide underground, they'll teleport in. You don't see them coming. It seems to be based on distance from the base, so the further you go, the higher the probability you're going to run into one of these things. Which is of course why I'm not planning on... Oh, hello. That is not my base, that is a village. Okay. Use a helmet. Okay. take that. Ooh, okay, I'll take that too. Okay. I don't know what some of this stuff does, so I'm just grabbing everything I can carry. Take that. Definitely take that. Is that an axe? That's just a stone axe, okay. Kind of getting a bit close to my carry limit, so... I can make rope. What I'm really after is schematics. Oh, hello! That's what I will take. I'll have one of them. I found one of these last time. Ooh, okay. Blueprints. Torch stand, I've got that. Okay. Whatever. Now, I think if I go any further into this, it's going to be a problem, so I'm just going to check this barrel out. Ooh, yes, thank you. Okay, we definitely need to get back home now. We were going way out of our way. Oh, radiation. Okay, that's not... That's no bueno. Let's go the other way, shall we? Yep. The old sparkly stuff. I've got a fair bit of building materials now, so I should have enough to finish the base. And also, if I can deconstruct this sword and make myself a sword. Although I believe I would need metal bars for that, which I don't have, so... Still, I'll take the recipe. Also, this guy seems to have emphysema. He gets very tired very quick. Okay, I wish there was a clock. I'm trying to look for a clock, but there's nothing that tells you what sort of the time is. Okay. So, repair. Oh, man. Okay, I don't have whatever it is to repair that. Good to know. Well, we do have our base completely... Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. You don't want to do that. Okay. Can I build some more storage? I need rope. Oop. Okay, my friend. What can we dump in there? Bro. Okay. Nothing. Absolutely nothing, okay. There we go. Let's see. What can I build it there, but I can build it here? Okay, whatever. I need rope, okay. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay, whatever. Ah, sweet, sweet storage, okay. Dump this in here. We've got some gel, got some wood, got some stone. Drinking water. Dirt. That's gonna have it out. Now we've got the beginnings of a fence here. I'm going to have to do a bit of work to restore them, but I do see another settlement over here. This is a bit risky, but these settlements have the blueprints, the good stuff. I remember finding some sort of spike trap or something in here that... Whoa, man, that's really... We got a full-blown storm happening here. Okay, I can't... Ooh, take that. Insect on a stick. I'll take it. And a spare club. I could technically build a... staircase. I'd need some brushwood, which is easy to find. I'm really interested in seeing what's in that crate upstairs. Oh, I need a... Of course, I need a workbench. Okay, is there anything else I can build? That'll work. Oh, of course, workbench. Again! Alright, well, whatever's in there is going to have to stay in there. Unless I can build a workbench. No, I need stones. Okay, well, they're easy to find. Okay. Okay, I can't build here. I guess it's like a building area thing, like a land claim. That's okay. It is getting close to nighttime, so I'm just going to grab whatever building materials I can. I mean, I would like to get the fence going on the base, but right now my main priority is just to get the building itself up and running. And as far as I can tell, I think it's fully repaired, so... I'm not so much worried about the nightly attacks. I know the developer said they rebalanced some of the game elements. That the night attacks in the like were previously just absolutely crazy. Like, you know, those shadow creatures I was fighting. Imagine fighting like 20 or 30 of those a night, and then they'll give you a bit of an idea of what I was up against. So I think they realised they may have overdone it a bit. Okay, let's grab this and head back. It's getting dark. Much as I would like to continue gathering stuff, we have bigger problems. Okay, yeah, I know it's coming. Okay, let's get this campfire loaded up with wood. I'm not sure why I can't build a campfire in here. It seems like it would be safer than building a standing fire, but like, what do I know, right? Yeah, you see, you can't build a campfire in here. Like, it's your base. Why can't you build a campfire in your base, bro? You can't build it anywhere. Do I have to... Is that like a balance thing where they make you go outside to... I'm assuming that's the case. Okay. Now, you can break your campfire, so you got to be careful, and they will actually attack your campfire, so you got to be very careful you don't go and destroy your own campfire, otherwise you can have a very short night. Yeah, what is going on? You see these guys in the distance. They would come tearing at you, like they'd just come from every direction, and you'd be fighting 30 of these guys at a time. I barely made it through the night. I can fight, like, in these quantities, we're fine. Oh, okay. Let's get another club out. We got to stay out of those misty areas. Stay close to the campfire. Bada bing. Hell yeah. I don't know what all this mist does, but I'm less concerned about these guys now. And I think if I was to build a wall, then I don't know if they'll attack the wall directly, but I'd certainly feel a bit safer. I'd just like to fill in that part, just so at least half the base is safe. But yeah, I mean, I feel like they may have overcorrected on the difficulty. It's gone from just being crazy hard to being a little bit too easy now. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like they've, yeah, they may have overcorrected a little. I'm just going to stay close to the campfire and wait the night out. They're just all chilling. I wonder if there's anything I could build. Now, apparently I need a different type of wood, which I don't have, to fix that window. Yeah, I'm not sure what... Apparently, it must be another tree type. I have to go further out to find it. I could try and deconstruct it. There we go. Okay, apparently I have to seal the windows, but I can't do that. Because there is no way to construct a window. Ah, there we go. Okay, I have repaired everything. Everything that can be repaired is now repaired. Oh, there's a section of the roof. But when I'm inside the house, I can't repair it. Bro, like, what? I'm gonna have to climb on the roof? I can't even get to it. Come on. I guess I'm gonna have the cheat. I'm gonna build a staircase. I can't. Oh, there we go. I was a bit scumbaggy, but... No, it wouldn't let me do it. Oh, because it's too far. Bro. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like the some of the building mechanics here. They're a bit kind of backwards. Or even with it right next to me, I can't do it. Okay, I'm gonna try and... I'm guessing the problem is the roof. I guess we could try that. If that doesn't work, I'm out of ideas. The place is repaired, bro. Repair the house, seal the doors and windows. Everything's sealed, bro. Look. It's all sealed. 100% sealed. I climbed on the roof with this staircase just to be sure that I didn't miss anything. Look. It's sealed. I don't know. I guess we'll try one more day, and then we're going to call it a night, because I like this game, but it still it has that early access feel very, very much. Like it needs a lot of work. A lot of work. Okay, let's maybe put all the building materials in here. And then all the wood in here. Oh, I've got wood. Okay, we'll keep that there for now. I mean, there's not much else I can make right now. Storage is a bit of a problem in this game too, because you can't really build crates for some reason. Like, it won't let me build here, and the problem is proximity to the workbench, right? And that's why I can't build crates up there. But I built another workbench and it still doesn't let me do it. All I can do is put these crates outside. That's the best I can do right now. Anyway, let's do a bit of exploring. Whoa. You can see what happened to all those shadow creatures during the night. They turn to stone and or sulfur. We can smash them up and get ourselves some sulfur, which I'm assuming we'll be using to make gunpowder or some such. I hope. I guess I'll go get some more wood. It seemed like we go through a ton of wood every night. I gotta supply the campfire. If I go any further beyond there, I'm gonna run into some of the more nasty creatures, which for obvious reasons I don't want to be doing right now. All I've got is a wooden club and a bow, so I don't think my chances are pretty good running up against some of the radioactive creatures in the game. Think Stalker mutants, and you'll have a bit of an idea. You know, unfortunately, I don't have any wireless hole punches on me, so yeah. Well, speak of the devil. I hate these guys. I hate them so much. Okay. Ow. Oh, nice. Want to hunt these guys more often. Stone crab tongue, but I'm more interested in this. Let's chuck that away. Take that back home. Okay, we've got dirt, so can I build a farm? Build fences, chests, stones, fire. No, okay. So very, very basic. But I think we can start working on a fence, make this place a little bit less scary. I mean, it's not perfect, but I just want to plug the gap here. Is that going to make it past the... Yep. The farm. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more wood if we're going to do this right. Okay, let's dump this stuff home and go get some more. Okay. I'm curious, can I cook anything in this game? Like, will it all disappear no matter what? Hey, we've got a recipe. Okay. Okay, yes, it does. Anything I cook disappears. So that's a pretty nasty bug. I can't cook anything, I can only eat raw. Which is fine for nuts and berries and that, but for meat, obviously, I can't eat it raw. Okay, I don't even know how to use this shadow essence. Like, what does it do? Oh, look, it reappeared in my inventory. Okay, let's get things into a bit of order. Dirt and gel can go here. That stuff's rubbish. Okay, all the stuff I'm not going to use, the trash, I'm just going to dump in here. Stone I'm going to need. Okay. And then we can put, yeah, that's all just trash. I'll put food in here. Food and water. There we go. We're looking a bit better now. Let's go and get some wood. Let's go, son. I'm going to finish this day out, and then I'm going to call it a night because it is getting a bit late. It's been a fun stream. I really did like the Playway games. This one, it feels a little bit less polished, but I'm a big fan of Hype Train, and I did appreciate them sending me this, and it did kind of slip past my radar, so I thought I'd chuck it in. It's not it's not so much a simulation game, more of a survival game, but it looked interesting. Even though it is a bit rough, like I said, this is probably one that they need to really spend a bit more time polishing. But I've seen people playing this on YouTube, and there's a few YouTubers that really enjoyed it, so I thought I'll give it a try. What's the worst that can happen, right? Now, can I make another one? Oh, need stones. Well, that's easy enough. Got my pickaxe. Yeah, I really wish you had some more inventory space. You've got very little space. And the building system, it's fun in some ways, but it's very limiting in others. It's not very intuitive. Someone who's played like I play a lot of these games, and if someone like me sitting here scratching my head trying to figure out how to get it to work, your regular player's just going to get completely frustrated. I mean, a lot of this is just little stuff, but still. I mean, there's a bones of a fun game in here. I think if with a bit of polish, this would be fine. I like the way that you have the deconstruct items. I just wish the game actually told you about it. I found out about it accidentally. It's very easy to break stuff that you're supposed to deconstruct, and then you're sitting here trying to figure out where to find another one. Because I'm like, oh no, I've broken it, so now I've got to figure out where to get another copy of that item so that I can just build more. I mean, the idea in the concept sounds good. What I should have done that I forgot to do was to deconstruct an arrow. When I get back, I need to do that, because I'm going to need to make more arrows. The problem too is your inventory fills up so quick. When you're out gathering stuff, it's very, very simple to just run out of space. Even with this backpack I made, like, I'm sure there's an upgraded version somewhere, but I'm not even gonna bother trying to pick up the alien bug meat, because I can't cook it, so... Bro's got emphysema. He's struggling. I'd like to figure out how to make some more advanced stuff. Like, everything I'm building is just basic wood items, but I mean, it's a sci-fi game. I wouldn't get laser guns and all that stuff, but you'd think at the very least I could build some electronic components. More stones. Oh, it's getting dark again. It's nearly boogaloo time. The other thing too is, like, everything in this game, like, you pick up wood, but even the most simplest fence in the game has a really high construction cost. So, like, it's literally one tree. I cut down one tree and that's enough to make one section of fence, an entire tree. Just to make a simple wooden fence. And combining that with this guy's pretty tiny inventory space. And there's a lot of junk items in the game too. Like, I'm sure they have some capacity for use later on, but like at the moment I'm just trying to get wood. Bro. Okay. We'll head back and start building this wall. I mean, I'm not going to be able to wall the whole place, but I figured if I can at least maybe do a section. And I think maybe these things go by line of sight. So if I build a wall and they can't see me behind the wall, maybe they'll leave me alone. Don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Oh, there's carrots. Now, problem is I don't know how to plant more seeds. I've got the carrots, but the game hasn't really explained how, whether, you know, do I have to find something? I can't deconstruct a carrot, obviously, but there's no other items I can make right now. See? I can't. And if I go here, yeah. And it's still telling me I haven't sealed stuff. Like, look. Repair. There's nothing here, bro. I've fixed the whole building. Everything I possibly can fix. There's nothing else to repair. Like, oh, did I mean this? I guess I'll try and repair that. Like, if you could give me a hint, that would be good. At least tell me what it is I'm missing. There. I've now repaired every possible thing that can be repaired. Unless you're talking about the fence, I had to fix that too. Guess we could try that. Oh, that fixes the fence. Oh, that's good. Less for me to do. Oh, it's a lot of repairing. I mean, it's starting to look a bit more solid. Let me see if I can build a gate in here. A gate. Okay. I shall build it here. Okay. Hey, we're starting to take shape. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I'm going to have to wall past it. It's kind of stuck there. I can't fix it, so... That's not too bad. Look at that. We got like, what, 50, 60% of the place walled off? And I'm gonna sit outside and see if the walls offer any protection at night time. I am genuinely curious. Because if they do, then there is actually a point to having them. I've cut down most of the trees. Well, okay. Yes. Back to base. Now, because we've locked this off, I'm curious, does that mean that monsters won't come from this direction? Or at least, at the very least, they can't see me visually. They can see the fire, though, so... I don't know. Let's find out. It's party time. Because I was thinking maybe it's like a 7 days to die sort of situation when there's like a sound level you need to worry about. Or no, they just appear. So that's the thing. Like, why am I bothering to build walls if they can just come out of the ground? This kind of reminds me of the movie Tremors. With the graboids, they can come out of the ground and grab you. That's made it worse. Look. The walls made it worse. Now they're actually coming in. I should have just left it. They didn't care when I didn't have a wall. It's actually got them to come in and attack me now. Oh dear. Oh no. Nope, there goes my club. Don't worry, I always keep a spare. Stay strapped or get clapped. See, I'm not sure about the walls now. Look, it's made it worse. So putting the walls up has actually made them more aware of me, whereas before I had no walls and I was just chilling, sitting out here by the campfire and no one cared. That makes no sense. if building base defenses makes enemies more aggressive, then why would you bother building base defenses? I just sit here with just the most basic of defense and just chill until morning. Yeah, I faced like what, 2 of these guys the previous night. That's a bit of a shame. So I'm guessing what happens is if you build a section of wall or a base section, enemies will automatically come trying to get in. I mean, which is fine, but because they don't come looking for you when you don't have the walls up, you're more incentivized just not to build walls. Just like have a house and then just sit in front of it and deal with the 1 or 2 enemies that come in and have a look. But now I've built this big wall section, they're coming to hunt me down. Well, at least the ones in here, the ones over there don't care. Well, one of my thoughts on this game, it's a bit rough, but there is a lot of promise here. I like the way that you have to deconstruct items. The building system's pretty interesting. The mobile-y nature of the game can be a bit frustrating, and there are still a lot of areas I think that need a bit of balance. But I mean, I'd probably think about how you're going to make the base defense area of the game a little bit more interesting, because I like they've got this whole thing with the mist and the darkness, and you have to stay near lights, but I just don't think they really do much with it. Like, you just light a fire and then that's it. Like, see, I'm just standing here next to the campfire. As long as this and even the most basic campfire in the game will burn the whole night. So I mean, if I really really wanted, I could probably just build 4 or 5 of these and light them up. So yeah, it feels like the whole core mechanic of the enemies being made of darkness and poison mist, and that is I mean, if you have a look at a game where that's really well done, have a look at Mist Survival. That's a game where the mist is actually very dangerous, and you have to worry about it coming in at any time to kill you. So it's a really good concept. Whereas in this game, it kind of feels like they didn't really use it very well. But like I said, still very early access. So even taking Mist Survival as an example, when that came out, it was still pretty rough too. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'll have to come back to this, I think, after a few months. It's not very well known. I've only really seen it on YouTube, and when they sent me the email, that's how I kind of found out about the game. So I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll come back to it in a few months, maybe a year, or whenever they do their next major update, and we'll see what's changed, and hopefully it makes the game a little more stable, more engaging, because I feel like I could play this. I'm kind of on the fence about it. In its current state, I think it just needs a lot of work. But I think with the right amount of TLC, this could definitely be a fun game. I think with co-op mode, it'd be fun.